Hey everyone, it's Marc Ruiz here on the Mind on Money podcast. I am out at the Creekside Mountain Bike Trails, and I've got my beautiful, trusty, intense primer 29-inch with me. If you ever get a chance to come out and hike or ride at Creekside, it is a great resource to Northwest Indiana, and it's just been a great improvement to my life since they built these trails a couple of years ago, actually right around COVID. So today we're going to be talking about college kids and parenting college kids. I've been parenting for a long time. My oldest is 28. My youngest is 12, 13. So I've been doing the parent thing for a long time, dadding a lot of kids. I also have the benefit of working with a ton of families in Northwest Indiana as they go through their life journey. And we have to consult with financial stuff. So I've been blessed to be familiar with many families. When you have kids in college, summers are always a tough time. They were for me, right? You're not used to having these kids around, and now they're back, and their friends are back, and they're in your space, and the siblings are all disheveled. And so I found that the summers have to be really productive and almost formulaic in the way that you manage them in order to get the youngster graduated in the best position for a job, which is the goal of all dads everywhere. So the first summer, oftentimes they're still just pretty young, 19 years old, after they come back from their freshman year. And I find this is a great summer to pick up high school jobs where they left off. Maybe they're working at the golf course or they're working at, the amusement park or something. It's also a great time to backfill coursework that may not have been completely successful in the first year. So maybe we're taking a foreign language class at a local campus, or maybe we're taking a calculus over again to get that grade behind us. And that way, with a little parental influence on the way that studying is being conducted, I find that we can be more successful. It's also a decent summer to do your study abroad. If the kid's doing well in college and the family can afford it, I found that study abroads have been great experiences for my daughters. And it really helped them mature and grow up and go from 19 to 25 really fast as they learn how to be independent overseas. And most schools in Indiana have great programs. So first summer, backfill the coursework, maybe do a study abroad, work that high school job, show that you know how to have a job and know how to show up on time. Second summer gets a little more complicated. Okay, so I think in the second summer, which is the summer between their sophomore and junior year, you definitely want to try to get them started early. So we're talking about maybe March, looking for local internships in their field of interest. It doesn't have to be their dream job. A lot of college kids think every internship has to be their dream job. Just something that they can build resume stories over, build resume content over, and show that they were consistently moving forward when an employer eventually looks at that resume after they graduate. So there's tons of companies in the area that will gladly take on college kids and give them some training in the industry and get some value out of them for the summer. As a great example, my second daughter was in chemical engineering and had moved over to food science down at Purdue in Lafayette. And in her second summer, she got an internship with a local distillery, Journeyman, up in Three Oaks, Michigan. And that was a formative job for her. She loved the distilling process. She loved the business of being in distilling, and it helped shape the rest of her college. She then took on a fermentation minor and started building coursework and even work experience and further internships and doing some teacher's assistant work to set her up for a career in distilling when she got out. It was very exciting for all of us. And so I think you want to start looking for those opportunities sometime around March, because they tend to fill up before the kids get back. So if you're not hitting the ground running, you're probably going to miss out on some of those opportunities. So that third summer, the junior to senior year summer, absolutely critical, right? So now they've got enough knowledge in their major that they are actually useful in their industry. There are companies that are recruiting on campus looking for potential employees. You want to get these kids started in November, right? November of the year prior to the summer, looking to college resources, campus resources, trying to find corporate jobs, larger business jobs that'll get them some experience related to their major, and maybe even introduce them to their eventual employer. Because when you come out as a senior, once again, you want to have your job search well underway by January of your senior year. You want to have resume stories that you can show the ability to work, the ability to be employed, the ability to function in your industry. And you want to know what you're going to do, right? I mean, I know no 19-year-old knows what they want to do. But a 22-year-old, unfortunately, kind of has to know. So by that time, in that third summer, we're backfilling our knowledge on what we want to do. And hopefully they're coming out with a JOB job and dad's happy, everybody's happy, and they're independent and they are launched. So those are my dad tips for the day. And before I'm done, I want to introduce my podcast partner and cousin and owner of Smart Cookie Media, Nicole Smead. She's been helping me do these. We've been having a great time, and she can help you with your digital marketing as well. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again soon.